We'll move to our next interpellator from the minority, Deputy Minority Leader Laila de Lima. You have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, my colleagues, and our fellow public servants from PAGCOR, especially the chairman, Chair Tenko. I was listening earlier to the line of questioning of Representative Illustre, Luistro, I'm sorry, of Representative Luistro. And she did raise very significant issues. So I'd like to follow through very briefly on those. So you were able to somewhat justify na yung pag-ban ng under EO 74 would not really include online gaming. Because yung IGL, you try to explain it. That's something that is tied to POGO, right? Are we sure? How sure are we that the EO really did not contemplate online gaming? Is there any definition of terms in that EO that would assure us na hindi pa pala covered ng EO 74 yung yung prohibition on online gaming, but just on this IGL? Because if you just take it from the very word IGL, the very term IGL, Internet Gaming License, going by the verbal legis interpretation under statutory construction, isn't it then when we say in Internet Gaming License, Internet gaming, isn't that online gaming?
Chairperson Sonsing, okay. Congresswoman De Lima, as I mentioned earlier, when Congresswoman Luistro was asking whether IGL was clearly defined, I was able to answer primarily because our opinions and our inputs were also asked from us when they were crafting the executive order. But for a specific definition on the matter, if you would not mind, may I ask Attorney Jessa Fernandez, who then was the head of the licensing of POGO, if I can just ask her to answer and enlighten us para po meron siyang tinutukoy na specific definition po ng IGL.
Yes,
Pumamarapatin niyo.
Opo.
Good afternoon, Chairperson and Madam Congresswoman. Based on EO 74, this is the executive order banning all Philippine offshore gaming operators and internet gaming licensees. The coverage states, this order shall cover the following as defined in the rules and regulations for POGO, Offshore Gaming Regulatory Manual, Internet Gaming Licensing Regulations, and RA number 11590. It states there that for purposes of this order, POGOs or offshore gaming services or operations shall include internet gaming licensees, which refer to business to consumer licensees, whether Philippine or foreign-based, catering exclusively to offshore-based or foreign players, which offer or carry out online gaming products. And
clear with that?
Yes.
The internet, the IGL does not really cover the online gambling that we're talking about?
Yes, Madam Congresswoman.
Okay, another issue. I agree totally with the Congresswoman Luistro that if PAGCOR is mandated to regulate, suspend, and even cancel the licenses of legal operators or legal franchisees, isn't it that with more reason that PAGCOR would also regulate, monitor, suspend, and cancel the operations of illegal sites?
Madam Chairperson, Congresswoman De Lima, with regard to monitoring, yes, we do. In fact, that is the reason why we're able to report to the DICT and the CICC, the PNP, Cybercrime, and the NBI, these illegal sites. The problem stems from the fact that we were not, we did not give them any license. So
Mhm.
there is nothing that we can suspend, nor there is anything that we can cancel. Dahil po, talagang ang problema po, Congresswoman De Lima, yung illegal operators po, na monitor namin, wala po dito sa jurisdiction ng Pilipinas. Ang nakararami po talaga nandun sa ibang bansa. So, truly, ideally, it might be right that we should monitor, and I can say we are doing that. And that is the reason why we were able to report 12,000 of these illegal sites in my incumbency. And to the credit of the different agencies and departments of government that are concerned, they were able to uh, close 8,000 so far. That we are doing, but to suspend, to cancel, we will not be able to do so because there was no
License.
license in
Yes,
the
but
first
the
place,
closure
ma'am.
itself, prohibit. Prohibit.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
declare them as illegal.
Yes,
So if
ma'am.
they're illegal, then you can order closure.
Yes, ma'am. And Congresswoman De Lima, yes, ma'am. And that's the reason why they have been closed. That's why
Mm.
of the 12,000 we have reported as of date, ma'am,
Mhm.
8,000 have been closed.
Uh-huh.
So, sa amin pong pakikipag-ugnayan sa mga concerned agencies, tulad ng nabanggit ko, DICT, CICC, NBI, at saka NTC, naispasara po natin yung mga illegal na to. Talaga lang pong ang napakasakit ng ulo namin ay palit ng pangalan at ulit lang ng ulit. Kaya they continue to proliferate, Congresswoman De Lima.
Okay, original mandate of PAGCOR is operate, and then later in the extension, it became also regulation. So between the two, I suppose PAGCOR would be more comfortable with respect to regulation and
Congresswoman,
not operation.
yes, Congressman De Lima, I believe PAGCOR should be a regulatory body rather than wearing two hats of being both a regulator and an operator.
Okay. POGOs are out, PIGOs are in.
Yes, ma'am.
The only difference is that the the gamblers are Filipino citizens. Yun lang ang diferensya. But they actually cover the same types of gambling. And then that would be casino and also online gambling.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct. Now, based on your monitoring of the PIGOS so far, by the way, ilan na po ang PIGOS ngayon?
Himigit kumulang po sa 7 ang may lisensya ng online gaming po sa Pilipinas sa pangkasalukuyan.
Okay, we all know kung bakit binan totally yung POGOS, right? Now, so nag-PIGO. Now, can you categorically say that you're not able to monitor any illegal activity or activities of PIGOS? Na pareho rin ng POGOS?
Tulad po nung may answer. Tulad po nung binabanggit ko kanina kanina po, ay ang malaki pong diferensya talaga ng POGO
Yes, yes.
naging criminal operations na po talaga yon. At yan po siguro ang naging pangunahing dahilan na nagdesisyon ng Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos.
So pagdating po sa PIGOS, wala po tayo mga namomonitor na similar
sa
illegal activities?
pwede ko pong sabihin sa inyo sa harapang ito na wala po. Ang totoo, Senate Secretary, Congresswoman De Lima, meron po kaming na-monitor. At kaagad, nung na-monitor na umaga, wala pa pong tanghali, isinara na po namin. At sa kadahilan ng meron na pong similarity ang operation nila dun sa mga nakaraang operation ng POGO.
Okay. Narinig ko rin po yung tungkol sa AI monitoring nyo, potentially using AI to
AI-powered tools po.
better monitor gaming behavior. Of course, I don't have to caution you that the use of AI as its full capacities, its vulnerabilities to exploitation The dangers it may impose have not yet been fully explored. So ang tanong ko po, so PAGCOR really has indeed pursued the use of AI in its operations. Confirm po yun.
We are confirming that we are looking at products now.
Uh-huh.
They call it AI-powered tools
Okay.
that can track the behavior of customers so that it is a tool that we can use ng ating pong ma-monitor yung kanilang behavioral pattern.
Now, what results have these yielded in terms of monitoring and understanding gaming behavior in the Philippines? Nakakuha na po kayo?
So
mga
far po,
inputs?
pinipresenta lang po sa amin yun ng mga vendors. Ngayon lang po na-develop ito at kaya sinasabi ko po, naniniwala po ang PAGCOR na kung gagamit din po ang industriya ng mga AI-powered tools na ito, makatutulong po ito sa heavier regulation ng industriya.
So siguro
sa pangkasalukuyan po, liliwanagin ko, hindi pa po namin nagagamit ito.
So not yet.
Yes, ma'am. Sapagkat bago lang po yung industriya, dinevelop po ito ng ating mga software or mga developers ng mga ganyang mga AI-powered tools. Ngayon po lang po ito ilinalako o ipinakikita sa industriya.
Yes, sa pagkakaintindi ko po kasi, kapag may AI na, siguro naman would be able to really, it would really be able to reveal easily red flags. Correct?
Yes,
Both the
ma'am.
operation of PIGOS and the behavior of its clients.
In fact, Congresswoman De Lima, doon sa nakita naming yung pininisenta po sa amin, automatic na po, hindi na po kailangan pang makita sa PAGCOR. Yung mismong software, pagka nakita na yung behavioral pattern mo is nakalalamang yung talo mo kaysa sa panalo or yung total deposits ninyo mas malaki doon sa average deposits ninyo, suspended po automatic. There is what you call the cooling period. And your account is suspended, and the only way that your account can be active again is if you provide the regulator, happens to be PAGCOR, the reasons behind this behavioral pattern that is not normal.
Okay, so that's good to know. Now, we all know na alis na yung e-wallets, no? When the link to online gambling was removed from e-wallets, I suppose you were able to monitor the migration or increased activity of online games in other platforms. Viber, Telegram, SMS. Were you?
Yes,
would you confirm this?
I am confirming it, and immediately we have also called the attention of the ICT, and the good news is they have already communicated with these respective social media platforms. And I think in today's papers, these respective platforms have already committed that they will start deactivating their platforms related to online gambling.
So just like what they did or what you did for e-wallets?
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi
Kanina po, nabasa ko nung ako'y papunta rito, meron na pong malaking notice sa advisory ang ayoko na pong bangitin ang ilang malalaking social media sites at sinabing they are following the request na sila'y magde-deactivate na at gagawin daw po nila ito sa lalong madaling panahon.
Now, all of this regulation, magandang pakinggan nga po yun, no? But people would always find ways to entice Filipinos to engage in gambling. And whether it's legal or illegal, it promotes addiction. Correct? At ang isa pa ho, would the ordinary people be able to distinguish between legal and illegal
Sa ngayon
operations?
Yun po ay not only the ordinary, any gambler will not be able to distinguish. Primarily the illegals mimic our PAGCOR logo. Anything that you see in the legals, they also put it there in their site. So people or gamblers as in general would not be able to distinguish.
So on the face of the online gaming app, hindi talaga mare-recognize o makikita na legal or illegal.
If you want my honest answer, nahihirapan po ang isang
Don't you
manlalaro.
think that should be another argument for total ban on online gambling? Because I'm one of the advocates for total ban on online gambling, and I don't accept the argument, especially from the good chair. I think you have been stressing this, that the government earns billions of pesos and therefore mawawalan tayo, wala na magagamit sa PhilHealth o konti na lang magagamit sa PhilHealth. So ang tanong po natin, sisimplihan lang ho natin, kapag ba natigil ang online gambling, hindi na matutustusan ng PhilHealth ang serbisyo nito? May excess funds naman ng PhilHealth, may reserve funds.
Sa akin pong...
Kahit wala yung share ng PAGCOR?
Hindi ko po kasi alam kung ano yung current situation ng financial status nila. Pero ang isa lang po ang maliwanag sa aming lahat sa PAGCOR, daang libong Pilipino po talaga rin ang nasasubsidya ng tulong namin sa PhilHealth para po sa kanilang mga benepisyo, at lalo higit pa dito sa itinutulak talaga ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. na zero billing, malaking tulong po talaga sa perspektibo po namin yun.
Kasi ayaw ko pong maniwala na ganun tayo ka-dependent magiging dependent ang mga serbisyo ng gobyerno para idahilan ng impact ng pag-total ban on online gambling. Hindi naman ho siguro, again, in very simple terms, hindi naman po siguro ipamapatigil ang operasyon ng gobyerno o kaya magko-collapse ang ekonomiya natin kung wala na ang online gambling, isn't it?
Ang kasagutan ko po doon ay yes. Pero ang dagdag ko pa rin po malaki rin pong tulong yung aming nai-remit sa gobyerno para lang, hindi specifically sa PhilHealth, para po sa kabuuang pangangailangan ng ating pamahalaan.
My retort to that, Chairman Tengco, and I would reiterate that the government's earnings from online gambling are worthless if they come at a cost of ruining Filipino families, mental health of many individuals, the future of our youth, and the moral fiber of our nation. Nasabi na po kanina na mismong sa CBCP President, Cardinal Ambo David, had been stressing that the social ills brought by online gambling far outweigh the supposed billions of revenues it brings into government coffers. Siguro naman meron pang pwede mga possible source of income ang PAGCOR.
Sa ngayon po wala akong nakikitang possible source. Naisara na po natin yung POGO, naisara na po natin yung pinagbawal na rin po ang e-sabong, at ang mga land-based casinos po ngayon malaki na rin po ang hinina. At ang totoo, isa din po sa kadahilanan niyan kung bakit yung revenue mix na pinakita po natin kanina at presenta natin, naiwan na po ng revenue coming from online gaming, yung revenue na nagmumula sa land-based casinos.
Yes, that is perhaps a fact. But again, I would maintain my position na hindi po pwede yan ma-outweigh yung social cost. At yung meron din mga arguments in favor or arguments against the total ban of online gambling is yung it will drive the industry underground. But po, I don't think this is really a legitimate concern, kasi ang pwede ditong sagot, magkaroon din ng all-out crackdown on illegal gambling, and that would include online gambling. Kung ang magiging pasya po ng Kongreso, both the House and the Senate, is total ban on online gambling. Kasi wala po ako nakikita dahil nga legal or illegal, it still promote
Madam Chair.
addiction. It's time.
I would need to
I think
seek the indulgence of Representative
Yes,
Lima,
yes,
because
please.
as per the rules, interjections
Yes.
would not be allowed.
No, the time has elapsed.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay.
reminding
No,
me,
it's been, the
Congressman.
bell has been ringing.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
I didn't.
Madam
notice
Chair
that.
has not noticed.
Apologies.
Yes.
I was also
Thank you.
looking into the BSF data for PAGCOR. Apologies for that.
Okay.
Representative De Lima, if you
Yes,
may
I think
please
I'm done. I'm
ask
done.
your
Thank you.
last question.
Salamat po.
Thank you very much.